everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a review and also showing you me putting on the new Revolution Conceal and Define foundation. So let's have a wee look. So I am on Superdrug's website and it costs £9. You get, does it tell me on here? You get 23 millilitres. So, excuse me, it says ageless, unisex, affordable, yours. New to the Conceal and Define family, meets our Conceal, and Define full coverage foundation, offering lightweight yet buildable coverage in 24 skin true shades. This versatile foundation is designed to suit every skin type and tone with an oil-free yet creamy, comfortable formula that dries down to a long-lasting demi-matte finish. It won't settle into fine lines or cling to dry patches. We'll find out. Housed in a luxe glass bottle, and it is glass, with a jumbo doe foot applicator for greater control and less waste, this foundation offers highly pigmented coverage that can be layered or diffused to suit your look. Swipe on and blend out to ramp up the coverage for a real skin finish that diffuses blemishes and uneven skin tone, or let your complexion's natural character shine through using a small amount with a damp beauty sponge for veil-like coverage. Follow with your favourite shades of Conceal and Define concealer to highlight, contour or conceal. Individual shade descriptions. So on the concealers it's C and then the number. On the foundations it's F and then the number. So it's really difficult, I think, even in the store if you go to Superdrug, to pick the colour. Now I bought all of these things online. So the concealer colour that I use is C4 and it's more of a pinky undertone. Now I was told by a makeup artist that I've got yellow undertones, but I am, yellow undertones, but I'm like neutral, neutral and yellow undertones. So this is more pinky, but it seems to work for me. So I went on to the site and had a look at everything and I picked up F4 and I tried it out yesterday. The pictures are on my Instagram as normal and my Instagram is make_up_lover1983. If you want to go and follow me, that'd be great. And this seems to work for me. So what it says is it starts from F0.5, which is for fair skin tones with a pink undertone. Then you've got F1, which is fair skin tones with neutral undertones. And then for the one that I've got, F4, it says for light skin tones with pink undertones. Now, I don't have pink undertones from what the makeup artist told me, but it seems to work for me. The one I suppose that I would supposedly gravitate towards would be F2, which is for fair skin tones with yellow undertones. But I wouldn't say I'm necessarily fair skinned. I would say I am a medium skin tone because I'm not really pale. So it's difficult. So, but it goes from F0.5, which is the lightest, all the way up to F18, which is for deep skin tones with a warm undertone. So there is something for everybody. It's also vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free and oil-free. So, yes, let's put it on my face. Now, before I put it on my face, I just want to show you these two side by side. Now, this is the Tarte Shape Tape. This is the hydrating foundation. And this is the Revolution one. Now, you get more for your money in the Revolution one. This is only £9. This is £30-something. I've had it for a while, so I'm not exactly sure. And I will do a video at some point where I pop them on. Oh, that's so nice and cool. Pop them on both just to test out and see. Now, the only difference is obviously not the fact that this is high-end and this isn't, but the fact that this is a hydrating one and this one isn't. This is a demi-matte one. But they look similar in packaging. And they say that this, the concealer I've got my Tarte Shape Tape somewhere, but somewhere she says, as she makes a noise looking for it. It is in there somewhere in this drawer of craziness. I actually prefer this Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer to the Tarte Shape Tape because I find the Tarte Shape Tape one to be really drying. But anyway, let's scooch you in a bit. So, before I start, I've got my trusty sponge from number 7 that I love. Now, let's have a look at my skin as close up as I can get to you with this ring light. I have, let's see if we can increase the brightness. That shows my pores a bit better. So, I have a slight bit of milia under my eyes, which is the wee white dots. I get red eyelids and I get a bit of redness under here. I do get red in the cheeks. I get redness around my nose. You can see my lovely blackheads. I get redness around here, and this is the only part of my face I get oily. And for some reason, I have red spots here. One here, as you can see, it is coming up for that time of the month though. And one here. I get eczema up here and little patches. My pores on my actual cheeks, they're not too bad, and my face doesn't feel too dry. Okay, so before we start, I'm going to go in with this Cover FX Blurring Primer. Now, the only other products I've got from Revolution is the Soft Palette, because realistically, I've tried their highlighters, I do not like them. I've tried eyebrow products and everything else, and I just really haven't got on with them. And even though it's a cheap makeup brand, it's not for me, as you will know. And if I've said before, the revelation, it's a revelation with the Conceal and Define ones. So it's not going to be a full face of Revolution. So I'm going to, yesterday I put MAC Strobe Cream underneath the foundation because I wanted to have a bit of a glow, because I prefer a glowy foundation. But for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to add that in. So I'm going to go straight in with this. So this is the Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation in the shade F4, using my sponge. And I never wet my sponge really. So it's got the big applicator, and I'm just going to apply some of it over my face. Just a few blobs. I really don't like that noise. It just sounds awful. And we're going to put it on. Now, I'm filming this. It's about, what's the time? 25 to 11 in the morning. And people are going to say, bounce your sponge. Just do it the way you want to do it, people. I tried bouncing the sponge, doing it this way, and I didn't like the way my makeup sat. It sat too much in my skin. So I'm doing it this way because this is the way I like to do it. Now, to me, with this ring light, I look ghostly putting this foundation on. But as I always have said, with this ring light, it is really difficult. And getting the settings right, I really have to get another ring light, I think, at some point, or some box lighting. Leave in the comments, you know, if you've got a ring light, is it worth getting box lights as well? Does it make it any better? It's just so much expense, especially, like, I haven't even had this ring light a year. It'll be a year next month in October that I've had it. In fact, this video is pre-recorded, so it might even be up in October, so it'll be a year. And it's been pretty rubbish, really, since I've got it. Okay, so I'm just going to look in this wee mirror for my own reference and make sure that I've got it all blended in. Now, because I have dry patches a lot of foundations are going to cling to it, and I've got the lovely lines on my forehead and the lines coming in my face because I'm no spring chicken. So that's the foundation on. Now looking in this little mirror here, it looks okay to me. The shades matching and everything. I probably could, I can definitely get away with using F4. I might possibly buy a different shade at another point just to see the difference in which one works for me. So it's covered everything. I haven't used any concealer yet. I can still see this spot here. I can still see a bit of redness under my nose. I've still got this spot here I can see, and it's slightly clung to the dry patches of my eyes. But as I say, because I have eczema, it does do that. It's nicely settled into my skin, doesn't feel tacky or anything. And yeah, it seems to be okay. So let me just fiddle about with the lights here. See, that's too much. Till we see if you can see the concealer, see the foundation. I'll also put photos up on my Instagram as I do. So this is the foundation on. Hopefully you're seeing it. As I say, it's clinging to some dry patches of my skin, but it's not really, really bad. I think the colour is okay for me. I hate this ring light with a passion. Okay, so it's 11 o'clock now, I've got it on, and what I'll do is I will check back in throughout the day, a bit later on in the afternoon, and then I will check in just before I remove the foundation. So I'm now going to use the Conceal and Define Concealer in C4. And I'm going to pop that under my eyes. Now you see the shade of this on here to use doesn't look pinky toned, but to me it looks pinky toned. So it's a bit of a burach. Now I'm going to take my finger here and add a bit onto that spot and add a bit down here onto that spot. And I'm just going to take what's on the rim of it and pop it round my nose. Okay, then I'm going to take the same sponge and just add it on there to conceal, and I'm going to take it up over my eye to just cover up some of the redness. I like to use this mirror because this gives me a more accurate. That's why I'm wondering if I have box lights or something, would you see it better? You know, I don't want to go and spend the expense on things that are just not going to work for me, because like this ring light wasn't cheap. I do think the ring light is good for if I'm doing swatches or eye makeup, you can see it better. But when it comes to foundation and stuff, I'm just like, you're not showing it how I'm seeing it in this mirror. Okay, so for me, I don't know about you guys, as I say, I can still see this spot here. Let's have a shoe. I can still see this spot here briefly, but it's covered up, So just now I am going to use my, where is my e.l.f. one? I really need to sort this drawer out. I might have to do that today. I'm going to use this e.l.f. little setting powder. This stuff's brilliant. You also get it in Superdrug. I highly recommend it. I'm just going to tip a wee bit out into the lids. I'm going to take this brush and I'm just going to set my eyes with that concealer and around my nose, and I'm going to put that tiny wee bit there. Okay, so we'll do that for just now. I haven't got a clue what colours I'm going to use from the Sove palette. I just wanted to use this because it's Revolution as well. It has been well loved. So we're just going to create something for the day, because I ain't going nowhere. I'm never going anywhere. So I'm going to go into the shade, this one here. I've lost a little sheet for it. So, and I'm just going to go all over my lid with that colour. I don't know if I would say that this is a full coverage foundation. It's definitely matte. It's definitely matte. Absolutely, definitely 100% matte. Because I never use matte foundations. But I don't know if I would say it's full coverage because I'm still seeing my milia. It's really starting to cling to the milia under my eyes here. I can still see this spot, as I say. I don't know if you can because of this stupid ring light. And I can still see the spot up here, and I can see a bit of skin texture under my skin. So it's definitely not full coverage. But if I'm completely honest with you, I don't like that full coverage look. I actually like a sheer medium coverage, which is why the Chanel Le Beige foundations are one of my absolute favourites. Yes, they're expensive, but I like them. So I'm going to go into this shade here. Oh, it's crumbling. It's a lot of kickback from these shadows. And again, I'm just going to take this all over my eye. I'm needing to get this hair sorted out. I got those chopstick curlers by Lee Stafford, and I curled my hair on Friday. This is Sunday, and it's still got a bit of the curl. It's starting to come out, but my hair's needing washed. But is it just me? I have got really fine, flyaway, static hair. And seriously, when I curl my hair, it dries it out so much, even if I use heat protector or products. So any tips for that? I'm going to go then and use this shade here. Yeah, so as much as I like to curl my hair sometimes, it's actually worse for my hair than it is if I straighten it. Which is so bizarre, isn't it? But anyway, such as life, such as life. So if any of you started your Christmas shopping, like this is going up in October, this video, because I pre-record videos. But I started my Christmas shopping in September. I don't have a lot of people to buy for, but I just can't help myself. I like to get started and get it done. Plus my birthday's in December, and likes of Sea Boots and all these different companies, they always bring out loads of lovely, lovely gift sets. And for my birthday, I tend to get Boots vouchers. And usually, like my need, we've got a small Boots in Portree, which is like the main city here on Skye. And, you know, I could go up there and spend the vouchers. But as I say, it's a small store, so it's not really got everything that you're kind of wanting. So I tend to not spend the voucher for my birthday until actually after my birthday and Christmas. I'm just going to go into this one here. But once I've kind of bought everything for people that I need to get, I do then feel that if I want to go and pick up something that's possibly out for Christmas, that I can. I know, you're like, Julie, really, stop spending money. But I don't always do it, but I do think it is a good idea, even if you're not got many people to buy for, because some people buy like for a hell of a lot of people, or they've got a lot of family. I think it's good to get it in dribs and drabs. Like, see people that leave their Christmas shopping to like Christmas Eve or something, or even Christmas Day. What is wrong with you people? I just can't cope with that. No. Right, I need another brush. I can't take this one. A wee blend. I definitely could not cope with that, because the shops are bad enough when it hits November, never mind anything else. And men are the worst to buy for. The two guys that I've got to buy for are my dad and my boyfriend, and they're so difficult to buy for. They end up like with slippers, socks and all that jazz, you know. Right, I am now going to go into this shade here. Yeah, so it's really quite difficult. Whoa, that is packing a punch. Yeah, so have any of you started your Christmas shopping? In fact, I have already completed 2 people's presents. I've got I'm not going to say on here because me and a YouTube friend are exchanging gifts, obviously. I'm not going to say what I've got that person in case they are watching. But I've completed getting their present just because I just know what to get them. And I have got my friend Rona's Christmas present. Because again, another good thing is, I saw it and I've actually had her present for weeks. I actually got her present in mid-August, and it's because I was out at the shops when myself and my partner were away to celebrate our anniversary. We were in Aberdeen and I saw it in a shop there, and I was like, I have to get this for my friend Rona for her Christmas because I might not see it again. So that's another reason why I also like to get started early, because if you get started early, that thing that you see for a certain person, you can put it by without being like, oh, I so should have got that. So I've got 2 of them complete. I bought a couple of things for my partner. Haven't even started on my dad yet because he is an absolute nightmare. I've got some things waiting to come in the post, but I'm getting there. Right, the next shade I'm going to take is this pinkish one as well, and just keep adding to the pinky tones. So yes, it is definitely, I know yous are all like, what the hell, Julie? Why Christmas? Why? When you're watching this, you'll be like, we haven't even got through everything else yet. But yeah, as I say, I can't be the only one. Surely there's some of you out there. My friend Jennifer's mum, she used to start picking up stuff even in January, like after last year's Christmas, and just putting things by. But as she says, she's got a huge family and ever growing with the grandkids, and she just likes to be organised and put things by. So, and my slightly organisational skills have actually rubbed off on a few other friends that have, excuse me, I've dropped my brush back, that, you know, have started doing the same as well, so it's good. Right, now, what colour do we want to add to the main lid? I think I'm going to go into this shade here. I'm just going to use my finger, and we are going to pop that into the middle portion of my eye. How can this be at 23 minutes, Julie? Because you're a yapping bobag, honestly. Right. Well, there you go. Oh, that's nice. Add a wee bit more just in the centre bit there. Pat it down. This is a very orangey, pinky, reddy, bronzy eye, this, that I've chosen to do, isn't it? Okie dokes. Now, I'm going to give that a slight blend, but I don't want to do it too much because I don't want to lose the pigment of it. Okay, so I think I'll leave it there with that. Put that over there, and then I'm going to take my favourite eyeliner. This is a Diego de la Palma in 01. I have a backup, don't fear. Right, hold on. Why is that wee thing transferring on my eyeball? If you're squeamish. Look what I've done now. It's alright, we can sort it. So I'll put a bit of eyeliner on here, just to give it a bit of something, just on the waterline. It's amazing, this eye pencil. I actually got this in a cohorted box, like way back before I ever did YouTube. And then I have many of mascara in this drawer. All I want is one, just give me it. So I'm going to use this Wet n Wild one that I got from Senior in our box swap. Do the bottom lashes first. There's a little bit of transfer from this Wet n Wild one. It's typical, the weather's starting to be nice again when I am heading back to work. As I say, I'm pre-recording this. This is the 23rd of September just now. But I'm heading back to work on Monday. And the weather has been atrocious. And then I'm heading back to work after a week's holiday. And it's getting all nice again. Bloody typical, ain't it? Now, I'm going to leave my eyebrows and not do anything to them today because they are needing a damn good tidy. But what I need to do is sort that out there. So I'm going to add a little bit more of the Revolution concealer, because this video is getting way too long, Julie. And also, if I'm going to come back and add in, I'm not good at editing. I don't edit anything, so I'll come back and film it separately, but I know how to add that into the video. If I've got space. Right, so again, I'm going to take some of this e.l.f. setting powder just to set that. So, what I'm going to do is I am quickly going to bronze up my cheeks using my Too Faced one that you can't get anymore. So, I really feel bad using it because you guys can't get it. But I'm sorry, I love it. Just give that a bit of colour to my face. Take it down the neck. And a little blush of some description. We are going to use Rockateur by Benefit, which I got from the lovely Lottie Lou, who I love to bits. You smile and pop that on my cheeks. And today I am not going to bother with highlights because I think my eyes are quite popping as it is. So the only thing, get open, left to do is to add some lips. So I am going to take my MAC lip liner in the shade Whirl and line my lips with it. And then I am going to take the colour Modesty and we are going to add that to the lips. Beautiful. And that is my finished look. So I'm going to depart and I will be back later with an update on how I feel the foundation has worn. Don't forget to like, subscribe and enter my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. We are nearly hitting 800 subscribers, so we're getting there slowly. So you've still got time to enter and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye! Hi guys, welcome back. So I thought I would do a little bit of an update on how the Revolution foundation is going. So I don't have my ring light on. I thought I would just do it with the natural lighting and see what you think. I think my skin feels nice and smooth with it. I think the shade suits me. Now I filmed the video about 25 to 11 and it's just after 4:30 just now. So it's wearing well. I do feel like under my eyes are really, really dry. more dry than normal with any foundation, even though I get, excuse me, eczema. You can see my spots still popping through, and you can definitely see my blemishes and lines and things. So I definitely don't think it is full coverage as it says. My skin has been feeling slightly irritated, and it did feel the same yesterday when I tried this foundation, and that's the only new thing I've added. So I don't know if it is that foundation that's causing the slight irritation. So that's something to be aware of maybe. And if you have the same similar effects, it'd be good if you let me know. But on a whole, it seems to be okay, and it seems to be lasting. So my overall thoughts on the Revolution Define and Conceal foundation are, it's good for the price of £9. It's great that they have such a broad range of colours to suit everybody. I like the packaging. The packaging is really nice. I do think, like, I feel itchy here, you know what I mean? I feel like that irritated way, but there's no rash. And I had it on yesterday, but I didn't do a video on it because I wanted to try it on first. And it did feel a bit irritating. And again, yesterday, it was the only new thing I had tried at all. And I do think it is lasting. I think the colour match is really good. I don't know why, but my forehead feels completely different and smooth to any other foundation that I use. And I haven't exfoliated or done any good stuff to my skin, so it's not just because of that. So my overall thoughts are, I think I would give this foundation maybe a 5 out of 10. I don't hate it, but I don't absolutely love it. Would I go and repurchase it? I'm not sure. I don't think I would. But in saying that, I would possibly try it in shade F2, because that one's for more yellow undertones. So yeah, it's not a thumbs up, it's not a thumbs down, it's a kind of in the middle. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. At this present moment, I am nearing to 800 subscribers, which is amazing. Thank you so much to everybody. So I've still got a way to go to hit 1,000, but you can still be in with a chance of winning the lovely Zoeva box of 3 palettes. So you got to be in it to win it. So don't forget to enter that as well, and I will speak to you all very soon. And if you buy the Revolution foundation, which I'm sure a lot of you will, I would be interested to know how you get on with it as well. Okay, thanks. Bye.